Hello and welcome to Horizons, episode 82 review, and we've got a complete banger on our hands. I love how we immediately begin with the kids preparing themselves for a battle with Rayquaza. There's some stakes set as Freed mentions how the kids have just worn out their Pokemon against Gouging Fire, and Brian mentions their Terror Orbs have already been used. Freed's going to help them and joins the fight with Captain Charizard. Before immediately scatter to divide Rayquaza's attention, Charizard leads it to different places where the kids can unleash attacks with their Pokemon. And while we get some cool team action as Liko sends out Hatcham who uses Confusion to hold rocks in place for Florigato to use Acrobatics over, while Dot sends out Tinkertuff to join Quaxwell for a team attack. Also, I think having a battle set in Area 0 Crater is so insanely cool. There's a lot of verticality here and they can take advantage of Charizard as it leads Rayquaza deep into Area 0 and Pokemon can jump down at it. Rayquaza can look absolutely intimidating as it ascends and looks absolutely giant. And you know what, Rising Volt tackles are actually putting in a shift, using that terrain fully to their advantage, as they can use it attack after attack from different angles. Rayquaza is no slouch for as Liko says it's not taking much damage even if it's getting knocked about, and just kinda gets annoyed and fires off Draco Meteor. Dot has a plan to use their soaking strategy from Gouging Fire battles, so Roy sends out Crocodile to join Freedom of Skies and bait it to a waterfall of Crocodile and Charizard's Flamethrowers. I always love seeing Crocodile and Charizard have a chance to fight together alongside each other specifically, and I feel like Crocodile's admiration of Charizard has fallen to the wayside a bit. There's a moment like these that reminded me when it was a Fuecoco imitating Charizard's Flamethrower. Florigato and Quaxwell break rocks to make a waterfall pour onto Rayquaza to supercharge Cap's Volt Tackle, but Rayquaza ain't taking it laying down as it Dragon Tails Charizard, knocking him and Free to a floor and Cap down into Crater, then Dragon Pulsing Quaxwell and Tinkertuff to take him out. Roy had saved Cap with Kilowattrel, but this battle has suddenly taken a tough turn. Kilowattrel hits Rayquaza with a spark with Crocodile on its back, getting Crocodile onto the top of Rayquaza to hit a powerful disarming voice. And again, this annoys Rayquaza, who fires off Draco Meteor, taking out Hatcham, Florigato, and it looks like Kilowattrel got the nastiest stray of all time too. It was kind of hilarious. So yeah, most of the Pokemon are down, and they remind us that Terapagos is still about, as Cap saves it from a stray Draco Meteor, and follows up with a Rising Volt Tackle to launch Rayquaza into a Stratosphere, which looks really funny, but Rayquaza isn't messing around as it Dragon Ascents and takes out Cap. So yeah, it's just Roy and Crocodile left in this. But not really, as Liko and Terapagos share a feeling of wanting to fight and do their best. It's such an awesome time for Liko to finally command Terapagos in battle, as it draws power from Area 0 to become its terrestrial form. But it doesn't feel like it takes away from Roy's moment either. This is what Roy's been all about, the whole series, and even with Terapagos who could realistically steal the spotlight, it doesn't, and actually helps Roy really shine. Moves collide and Crocodile and Terapagos get knocked out the same. Dot tells them that they can keep going. Rayquaza is not taking no damage, and it powers up a Dragon Ascent. So Terapagos holds it off with a Terra Star Storm, knocking Terapagos down and Rayquaza into a wall of Area 0. Terapagos powers up Terrestrial Energy and transfers it to Crocodile to terrestrialize it and finish the job, but now Terapagos is out. Roy decides to end it with a move that Fuecoco had learned against Rayquaza before, Lame Charge, doing huge damage, and Roy throws out the Ancient Pokeball, and he's finally got Rayquaza back in the ball. Now this is worth noting that even if he did kind of do it like a normal catch, it's really just returning to its Pokeball. It's not like it's suddenly Roy's Pokemon, and I'm very curious to see how Roy and Rayquaza's relationship can develop from here. I hope we get to see a bond develop and have Rayquaza accept Roy as a trainer. Rayquaza also finally returns Terapagos' full power to it, as Rayquaza looks like its terrestrial aura has dissipated, and we get a flashback of Lucius, Gideon and the heroes who welcome Listel in their united dream, and now the heroes together greet Terapagos. The Rising Volt Tacklers have to plan their trip to Rakua now. We also get a very good reminder from Free that Rayquaza isn't Roy's partner yet, it's Lucius's, and I kind of love that bums Roy out for like a second, but then he's like to, well, it went in the ball, so that's some approval. I worked my way to become your real partner. That's awesome. He's just so great, as Rayquaza is the only one to not go in its ball, as Terapagos rides on its head and gets the Rising Volt Tacklers to follow it, likely to Rakua. And I really love the emotional moment at the end here, as Liko messages her parents, Roy messages his grandpa, and Dot messages her mum. The first leg of their journey feels over, and now it's on to a real deal. And knowing how much their carers are getting to see the growth of the kids is amazing. Also, we get opening 2 Halo playing to a montage with Rayquaza flying alongside the brave Sagi to Rakua. It's just absolutely stunning stuff. I mean, I love this episode. Yeah, I've got Roy bias, so seeing him do well is going to make me fanboy. It's not even like Roy is the only real highlight of this episode. Liko and Dot bringing out team action with Pokemon was awesome. Charizard dividing Rayquaza's attention so the kids get where it sits in was amazing. And yeah, I'm happy that of the non-legendary Pokemon, Crocodile was the last one in the fight. It was Roy's wanted this in particular for so long, and the little Croc's been shown to be such a beast. It feels so fitting. And is this episode not a wonderful example of how the anime can escape the limitations of a turn-based RPG? Like, I'd change nothing about the main games and how they work, but this felt like an action game, taking full advantage of such a mountainous area like Area 0, and they managed to show off a really intimidating side of Rayquaza with its sheer scale, as it rises up to the cliff sides where each kid is and completely dwarfs them. Like, you know, Dot gets completely jump scared by Rayquaza's face. And once Rayquaza gets some momentum going and taking Pokemon down, it really makes the situation start to feel hopeless. I really admire how Rising Rock tacklers don't give up, particularly Roy of course, but even Nico with Florigato and Hatcham out the fight wants to keep fighting, and resonates well with Terapagos. And come on, the highlight is Rayquaza being returned. Like, finishing the battle with a move that Crocodile learned all the way back in their last encounter, a move that made their first reach towards Rayquaza, it just felt so special, with an elite ball throw from Roy across the Great Crater. It's just amazing. At least the next chapter for Roy needs to gain Rayquaza's trust. He's definitely earned a bit of joy from this one. This whole episode is emotional, tense, and exciting, and definitely a contender for the best episode of the arc, if not the whole series.